Hello friends, how y'all doing? Well, I'm able to get out in the woods a little bit, but I'm not where I want to be. I'm too close to the road. You hear this background traffic. It ain't but about a half a mile away, and I can't stand this noise. I like to get right over top these ridges. But anyway, welcome friends. If you're new to the channel, you're saying, well, who is this old man? Well, this is old Donnie, this is an old country boy. And I've got over 750 videos on just Appalachia. I like to share our history of how our people is, how it is in these mountains, how they lived, how it is nowadays even. And I've got 12 different subjects. You can check my channel out anytime. And I've got viewers from all over the world that I think it's so much for viewing. Got them in England, Scotland, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, Canada, South America, Mexico, just all around the world. And I appreciate y'all so much. So I like to keep you up to date on what's going on. As you know, that I've been down most of the winter. I've been having trouble, and I got it took care of. I had a blood clot in my leg, and that's took care of, surgery, and I'm back to about 80% now. And I just done a wildlife video here earlier in the week. I was able to get to these cameras. Most of the cameras' pictures were just plumb full, the cards was. It's been 6 weeks since I've been to them. But they were still there, and they were still workable. I had to change batteries in a few of them. That's what I'm out here today doing, updating a little bit of them, what I can. It's just I have to take my time. I'm about 80%, and I just have to take my time. I have my good days, and I have my bad days. But anyway, I'm just out enjoying nature. It's so beautiful. It's redbud winter, and it come in strong. It was cold. But this time of the year, it's spring. This time of the year, it's 70 degrees one day, 30 degrees the next. This happened to be in between. It's kind of cool out here. But I just love being out in these woods. Closest and deepest I can get in them, the better I like it. But anyway, speaking of wildlife cameras, all my little friends seem to be waiting on them, but they could care less. Life goes on for these animals, whether I'm taking a picture of them or not. They struggle day to day. And wait a minute. Speaking of, well, who's coming down through the woods there? Well, look who's coming through the woods. It's old Dirty Dan. How you doing, Dirty Dan?
I just happened to be on my rounds this morning and couldn't help but notice you sitting here in the woods talking to yourself. Are there something wrong with you?
No, I'm just here giving a little channel talk.
I thought I'd just want to mention something I forgot to tell you in my story I told you here a couple of weeks ago.
And what's that, Dirty Dan?
About how my cousin Bruiser down here in the field got his name.
Well, how did he get his name, Dirty Dan?
Well, he liked to hang out in the road down here. And the family, we've told him and we've told him and we've told him it's no good hanging out down next to that road. It's just a matter of time. Well, he wouldn't listen. One day he was down there around the edge of the road. Some car come by, tossed a beer bottle out, hit him right in the head. He passed out cold. We thought it killed him. He laid there for the longest. Even the buzzards thought he was roadkill. Well, they swooped down there fixing to get him a meal, and all of a sudden he jumped up and staggered and run best he could back to the house. Well, he had to learn his lesson the hard way. Nowadays he hears a car coming. He just runs straight to the hole. And we know them old cars, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time these old drivers, they'll just go out of their way to kill one of us groundhogs. They don't care nothing about us. But anyway, old Bruiser, he sometimes he's just not right in the head. You can look at him here and see his eyes is cross-eyed here. But he's doing okay, doing a lot better. And that's how he got his name, Bruiser. We just called him Bruiser and it stuck. And one more thing. If you could happen to catch old Yeller up, take him home. I know you've been trying to catch him in these woods. But if you do, teach him some manners. I sure would appreciate it. He makes me so nervous.
Well, I'll do my best, Dan.
Yeah, and when you throw us out some more of them dog biscuit treats, I really like to try some of them. The last ones you throwed out, I was taking my nap. I didn't get none of them. And if you do, throw them out earlier during the day, where rest of us can get some of them. Them coons won't share nothing at all. It's done gone time we get up to get them.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you, old buddy.
Well, I'm off. It's that time of year, and I'm going to find me some tasty mushrooms. So, see you later.
All right, Dan. You take it easy, buddy. Be careful out there. Well, that was old Dirty Dan. If you missed the old Dirty Dan clip here I'd made a couple of weeks ago, it's just a comical little picture of his life told in his own words. If you've missed it, you can see it right here. Go back and see it. I'll put it at the end of this video, the very end on the screen. You can just click on it, and there it'll be. You can watch it. It's comical. So I like to share these little animals in their own little personalities. They all got their own personalities. But anyway, friends, I just want to tell you that I'm doing better. The first thing I'd like to say now is I thank so much of you for your love, your patience, your support, and especially your prayers. God's blessed me so many ways, and I thank Him so much. And I want to thank each and one of you, for every one of you, for running my video playlist and stuff while I've been down to keep my views up. People like Louise, she run. It was never failed, day in and day out. And a couple other ones did too. And I'm sorry I didn't mention your names, but a lot of you, want to keep your privacy, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. And the channels that helped me celebrating Appalachia, Jared King TV, Queen Laura TV, just to name a few. There's so many out there. Keeping Appalachia, Spooky Appalachia, so many of them has just shared my videos, and I really appreciate that. That really helped me out a lot. Thank you so much. Now, I plan to hope I have to get out here and start traveling pretty good, and start making some more documentaries on our old abandoned places, our history, and start talking to some more of our elders. But the trouble is, most of our elders is gone. It's hard to find them anymore. Bless them and copy their stories. Bless them. There are not many of us left. Of course, I keep talking about the elders. I am the elders. I'm an old man now, and I know a lot of you are too that watch this channel that are older than I am. And God bless every one of you. So I just wanted to share with you that I'm doing a lot better. And I sure glad old Dirty Dan come by and talked to me. He's so comical. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much. God bless, and I'll see you next time.